Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the IS24 Episode 12 Morning Show. We greatly appreciate you joining us. Today we have some special guests joining us. We have our members of our science team from our school joining us. And today we also have Amy Lycan from Class 801 and Gary Gunin from Class 801, who are our co-hosts today. They are both graduates of this year, and they're going to co-host today's show. So I'm going to turn it over to Garret. Garret, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Great. So, show's yours. You know how this works. Mr. Borrero's been doing this with you now. We're doing this, 13 weeks? So, 12 weeks?
I guess so.
All right,
Yeah.
So let's go. It's our show right now.
If you're at home, you can stand for the pledge while we turn to our left. All right. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United
the
States of
flag
America,
of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. All right, everybody. Today will be cloudy and a temperature in the lower 70s. Not a great day, but make sure you make the best of it. Everybody, please make sure to check out all videos and events for the Virtual Science Week. I know we have Mr. Brancato thinking he's cool over here, making all his own videos. But till next time, everybody, enjoy your day.
Thank you very much, Garret. It's always good to have you. And we're going to go to Amy. Amy's one of our graduates this year, and she's going to be joining us on, she's our co-host. So, Amy, how are you?
Good morning, Mr. Borrero. I'm good.
Good, good. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Great. Well, the show's yours. Go ahead, Amy.
Hi, my name is Amy Lipkins from Class 801. Ms. Marcantonio, how did the Virtual Science Week come about?
Hi, Amy. So we were in one of our science department meetings, and we were all really disappointed that we weren't going to be able to host our science family night in May. So we kind of brainstormed as a department how we could try to make this happen virtually. And then we all came up with this idea as instead of, students physically in the gymnasium or all parts of the building, that maybe we could bring the videos to them of many experiments they would see at Family Science Night. So with the help, thankfully, UAU and the NYC DYCD was able to sponsor many of the materials that the teachers used for their experiments. And I can't forget Ms. Corio. She definitely had a hand with coordinating all the videos onto our YouTube channel. We were able to accomplish it. So I think we were really actually excited for this to come to fruition.
Thank you. Mr. Brancato, what was the best part about filming the science video?
Well, clearly it was me. But thank you for that question, Amy. If I want to answer honestly, it would be working with my co-teacher, social distancing, of course, but also getting this science video out to the students, knowing that they're going to see a high-quality experiment done by yours truly and Miss Farrow. It was a treasure, and it was actually a pleasure to do. And thanks to UAU once again for these nifty lab coats. I couldn't look better.
Thank you. Ms. Rucci, what was the hardest part about filming the science video?
The hardest part for me was the amount of takes that it took for me to do this. I mean, I want to say about 30 or 40 times it took me to do this. So it is so much easier to do in person. So yeah, that was the hardest part for me. But thank you for asking, Amy.
Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Borrero.
Well, thank you so much, Amy, and I want to say a special thanks to our science team. I'm also going to do another plug for all of our students to visit our YouTube channel every single day for the rest of this week and part of next week. We are premiering a minimum of 3 to 4 videos each morning at 8 o'clock, which gives you the opportunity to do your science activity that your teachers have set up, fill out your Google Sheet that your teachers have also set up showing that you've been part of it. And I will also tell you there's going to be opportunity for some awards to be given out and some prizes. So don't be surprised if you're one of those students that get a surprise visit from one of our staff members, possibly even wearing one of their lab coats. One of our teachers, and again, this is something that was, I'm going to say, it was a nice nifty little lab coat that was donated and sponsored by our IS24 UAU organization and our DYCD organization. I want to give a special thanks to Samantha Goodman, our UAU director, for if she wasn't part of this, this would not have taken place. And I know that the entire team over here would certainly concur with that statement that without Sam Goodman, this wasn't going to happen. And she's done a wonderful job. I want to say thank you to everybody. And Mr. Brancato, I got to tell you, I did watch your video. Not too shabby. Ms. Rucci, you said you took about 40 times. Ms. Corio can vouch for me. It only took me 15 times to do this one. So, Mr. Brancato, from what I heard, quite a few takes were given for that one as well. Ms. Marcantonio, thank you very much. I understand that Mr. Santamaria has landed safely after your experiment back on Earth. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like as well. So everybody, thank you so much. Amy, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us. And now we're going to say goodbye to our audience members here, our guest panel here. And Amy, thank you so much for joining us. And what I'm going to now do is I'm going to invite Mr. Santamaria on and Miss Personette, our 8th grade supervisor, who's joined us after Miss Barone had left. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day on that end. Now we're going to move on to the next part of our show. And we're going to ask that Mr. Santamaria join us. And Miss Personette, are you there?
Yes, we're here.
Awesome. This worked. So after 12 weeks and after 12 episodes, we finally got this down to a science. Thank you very much for joining us. So today's the next part of the show is about answering questions in reference to 8th grade events and incoming 6th grade. So what I would like to do is I would like to turn it right over to Miss Personette, who can help us understand. Let's go with the first thing. Let's go with, because you are the graduating 8th grade supervisor right now, and you took over from Miss Barone back in March, I believe, right? February?
March,
And
yeah.
after you graduate this group, you will be actually introducing and leading the next incoming 6th grade. So you have a lot on your plate right now. So can you talk to the points of what's happening with our 8th grade senior events and where they can find that information?
Yes, okay, so next week kicks off our senior week. On Monday, we're going to have an online virtual yearbook signing, which I'll be sending out a flyer on Monday morning for students on how exactly to log on and to create this online yearbook. It's pretty simple. They'll get a URL, they'll share it with their friends, and they can each sign, and in the end, they'll be able to print it out. For Tuesday of next week, on June 23rd, we will be driving to students' houses, 8th grade students, and delivering their graduation gowns, anything associated with the senior dues, their diplomas, any awards that were given out. So since we had so many people volunteer, we decided that we're going to be getting most of it done on Tuesday, and it'll be between the hours of 9 and around 12:30. So now with that, as long as all your senior dues, everything's paid, and you verify your address, we will be making a visit to your house. So that's very important. You have until today, you said 2 o'clock, to make sure your address is verified, so somebody will be coming to your house. In the event that you don't, we will be mailing them to your houses. 6/25 is graduation day, next Thursday, 9 a.m. It'll be released via Pupil Path and the Google Classroom. We'll send out the link for everybody. I'm hoping that, the weather, I saw like looks like it could be a little storm, but we're watching it, so that's why I haven't released the exact day. The drive-by will take place at the school. We're going to set it up where we'll have the cones out. It'll start around Cleveland, and you'll make the right on Durant. And all the teachers and everything will be outside. We're hoping for the 11 a.m. on the graduation day, and so the students can wear their gowns, you can decorate your cars. We hope for it to be a nice event. Also, once students get their gowns, I'm going to upload a Google link where they can send a quick video to, even a minute, just waving in their gowns for the video yearbook. So I'm hoping to have by tomorrow night, Thursday night, I'll have more information. We're gonna look at the weather, and we'll have more information about the exact date of the drive-by. and I'll be sending information via PeoplePath.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now, Mr. Santamaria, in reference to the incoming 6th grade, and by the way, everybody out there, we are listening and seeing your questions coming through. We will get to those in a moment. In reference to the incoming 6th grade, what can you share with our audience about how we are proceeding forward as a school to welcome our incoming 6th grade and how we will be getting our information out to them?
Good morning, Mr. Borrero, Ms. Personette, Ms. Corio, and all our support staff behind our presentation today, especially Mrs. Poser and Mrs. Esposito in the background, fielding questions. So thank you for that question regarding incoming 6th grade. Our plan right now is to share information with incoming families and students to our 6th grade by releasing a orientation video with information to the feeder schools that come into IS 24 and sending that link to the families at all the elementary schools, and we will make it live and available on our school website, barnes24.org. There'll be some information regarding the start of the school year, but it's going to be extremely limited because at this moment we do not have a calendar for the 2020-21 school year, and we don't know what model of learning we will be using in New York City as of yet. So that video and frequently asked questions that we'll create will be uploaded and updated constantly to be able to hear people's questions and provide answers to everyone. So we will be releasing through the elementary schools and through our website some point next week. We're hoping one day after Monday, sometime between Tuesday and Thursday, we hope to release something.
Great. Thank you so much. That's a really detailed event that we're going to be going through, ladies and gentlemen. So as we go through it, what I'm going to do right now for a quick second, I'm going to ask my assistant to, by the way, my assistant is my daughter who's doing the technical support over here for me. Lenny, can you please open up the big screen with the website? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what you see here is that we did redo our website slightly. So what we winded up doing and what we are going to add is that we still have the band app on there so that our incoming 6th graders can join it. The YouTube channel is up there as well, still continuing to do that. What we did was we put, if you still needed a device or remote learning supports of any type, that's now under the academics line over there, so you can find it there. We do have the IS-24 FAQs and the 8th grade FAQs. A very big deal. If you can click onto the FAQs for the 8th grade for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, when you go onto the 8th grade FAQs, one of the things that you're going to find and one of the things that you're going to do is that Ms. Personette has put it up available for you where it's on a Google Sheet that as soon as you click onto it right here, you should be able to go ahead and see all of the dates and the times that she has mentioned. This is on a Google Doc. So if you go onto our website, FAQs for the 8th grade will then lead you to this. Click onto this, and then you can go on. Can you go back onto the website, please? And so on the bottom of that, in reference to what Mr. Santamaria was providing to you, right on the bottom over there, you will find in a white box it says incoming 6th grade FAQs. Now, right now there's nothing in there because we haven't loaded it up yet. We're formulating that right now, and we're also putting together all the details that go with becoming a new 6th grade member of our school. And what we would ask is that all of the community members that are on today and certainly watching later on, please share that with your family and friends that you know that are coming to our school, because this website is going to be the main location for everything. Soon we will also be putting up at the same location using the white box system that we have over here, the summer packets for ELA and math. So that's something you can look forward to getting over the course of the summer. It's an easy location to find. Can you please go back to our guest panel? Okay, we're going to go right to the updates real quick. I'm going to go through it. I have Miss Corio in my ear telling me some of the things that I may need. So one of the things is, I'm sorry, say it again. Yes, I'll take care of that. So one of the things is we went over the website and the FAQs and how you can use it. All of the information that Mr. Santamaria and Ms. Personette has spoken about can be found at the website. All of Mr. Santamaria's updates and his letters that go out to our community will be found over here as well. We actually store it. You can go back. If you have missed any, please go back and look at them. Our virtual music, our school music video will be premiering tomorrow on our YouTube channel, so please check that out. That's a big deal. All of our students and staff members, a lot of people got involved with that. Incoming 6th grade barnes.org for updates. Please visit our website. Continuing to check out our daily science videos. Now that's a great thing. Every single day, new videos are being premiered, and every single day, the teachers will be giving assignments based on that. Students, your teachers will be dropping it into your pupil path, depending on if they're using pupil path. Many of them are using Google. You will have your Google assignment on there. It is called Science Family Festival. So thank you very much for getting involved with that. One last update before I turn it back over to Mr. Santamaria and Ms. Personette is that many people have been asking us about how is Miss Kruper and how is she doing. Miss Kruper, as you know, has been with us for many, many years. She started off as a paraprofessional, worked all the way up the chain, and now she is one of our ICT special education teachers in 7th grade. Miss Kruper has been fighting COVID for the last over 80 days. She was released out of the Staten Island North University Hospital. On Friday, we had a beautiful clap out. You can see that on our Facebook and our, I believe some of it may be on the Instagram. I have to check with Miss Corio on that. And one of the things that you will know is that she fought for 72 days to get out, and she did a wonderful job. And so right now, she is in stable condition, and she is at a rehabilitation center, hospital in New Jersey, moving towards recovery. So we just wanted to let everybody know a simple update, and please continue all your prayers for her family and for the IS-24 family. We are loving Miss Kruper a lot, and we are going to do the best we can and continue to support her, and we ask that all of our community members do the same. And so that is what I have for the updates right now. Mr. Santamaria, Ms. Personette, I'll turn it over to you. Is there anything you want to emphasize or end with before we conclude today's show?
If I can, Mr. Borrero, just want to thank Ms. Personette for sharing the senior week activities for next week, and want to let everybody know that this is no easy task. Ms. Personette, Ms. Passarelli, and Mrs. Hecht have worked tirelessly day after day to put these events together. Being that we're in a remote session, this has not been easy, so we wanted to recognize all our graduates, but I want to throw a shout out to Mrs. Hecht, Ms. Passarelli, and Mrs. Personette to let everybody know how hard they've been working to put something nice together for our graduates, especially the farewell drive-by at the end of nearing the end of the week next week. And I also want to remind everybody who may not know this, but every week that we have had these band app get-togethers, we have tried to have someone with some kind of connection to IS-24. Our very first guest was Superintendent Vincenza Galasio, and she has a connection to every school because she's the big boss, right? But after that, we tried to have a connection with a former graduate of IS-24, and some people may not remember this or they forget, but today was no different, as Mr. Brancato, hopefully he's still listening, is a graduate of IS-24. So it's like he really never left the neighborhood or never left the school. He left for a little bit to go to high school, college, and to work as a teacher in Brooklyn, but he found his way back, the smart guy that he is. So I just want to let everybody know that we kept with the tradition of using Wednesdays to have a IS-24 alumni come back and speak on behalf of the work that they're doing in the community or in any way, shape, or form. So I just wanted to say a special thanks to Mr. Brancato for joining us today with his corny sunglasses. Ms. Personette, if there's anything that you have, jump on in.
Yes, we just had questions about the textbook drop-off, which we're working on now. It'll be sometime next week for the 8th grade, social studies. And also the dance refund is something that we're also working on. We're trying to see if we can electronically just send it back. But it should be by the end of June that you'll have those refunds.
Well, thank you very much for that. That's actually a really good point in reference to the in reference to the drop-offs for all those books and things of that nature. So for all of the grades and everybody who's out there with textbooks, please recognize that we are working on that and we are going to get to it. Now, in reference to our last announcement, I just want to give a quick shout out to Diana and Joe from class 610. These are two students who are involved in our goose chase for breast cancer awareness. They are ranked number 3 in our entire district in helping support breast cancer. I'm sorry, 1 and 3. I hear Ms. Corio. Numbers 1 and 3 in the goose chase for breast cancer awareness. So thank you very much for our 6th grade students who are putting that out there and doing, making IS-24 shine and keeping involved and doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for joining us today. I'm Mr. Deric Borrero from IS-24, the assistant principal. We do this morning show every Wednesday at 11:15. Please continue to join us. We look forward to our next show next week. We're going to be changing up the time a little bit because we hope to be out there delivering for our senior event, so we might be changing it just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Santamaria and Ms. Personette, for joining us today and giving us some great information. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Take care.
Bye-bye.